Nigeria, a vibrant tapestry of places, people, stories, struggles, and unshakable spirits. Politicians make promises, but who really holds them accountable? I'm Tony Kobara, and this isn't just about politics. This is about us. This is where we confront the hard truths that few say publicly. Well. The past few weeks have been very busy and quite successful for the people who are determined to truncate democracy in Nigeria, and for the people who are willing to help them. First, we had a declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State on March the 18th, just over a month ago. And then lots of really annoying infractions along the way, all committed, I hasten to add, by the APC leadership, which is currently running the country. And let's be more specific, by people like President Tinubu and Nyesom Wike, the Minister for FCT. The role he actually played in the Rivers state of emergency is up for question, but fact is that he created the circumstances that made it possible. Okay, so fast forward to this week. They've been even more busy this week. The governor of Delta State has just decamped to the APC from the PDP, which is of course the main opposition party to those of you who are not very familiar with Nigerian politics. And last week, I think it was, the governor of Akwa Ibom State advised his followers to support President Tinubu. Meanwhile, the governor of Rivers State, who has been humiliated and suspended and is the main victim of, officially at least, of the imposition of martial law in Rivers State, got a really chatty, cheery little Easter message on Sunday, last Sunday, advising everybody to support President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. In other words, Sim Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, the one who's been humiliated, the one I have been complaining on behalf of, has basically told us that he doesn't have a major problem with the person who has inflicted all this embarrassment on him. Fine. We're all entitled to react the way we want to react to things that happen to us personally. Though I do wonder whether people who are supposed to be leaders are really entitled to behave in a manner that makes their constituents feel let down. Because let's face it, if I do what I want to do, the only person I mess around is me, possibly the staff who work for me, and my son, and maybe my sister and one or two relatives. But if a governor does something that is not really in the best interest of his people, millions of people are affected. So, as you can see, I'm not very happy with the governors of Rivers, Delta, or Akwa Ibom at the moment. People say they've been bullied and blackmailed into basically, supporting the President Tinubu's party and abandoning their own party. Some people blame the fact that PDP is in such a mess. That is the main opposition party, as I said earlier. Whatever the reasons may be, fact is that three governors of the three out of four governors from the core Niger Delta states with the highest oil production figures are leaving their political base, or at least, if not officially leaving, because I hasten to add that neither Akwa Ibom or Rivers have actually left PDP, but their body language suggests that they're not very loyal to the party that they belong to and are ready to jump ship anytime soon, or at least to compromise with the Oga at the top, Tinubu. Um, yeah, I'm upset about this because to me it looks like we're sleepwalking into a one-party dictatorship. I don't know what Tinubu has done or said to these people, whether he has frightened them, bullied them, blackmails them, threatened them, or maybe simply, I mean, I've met Tinubu, he has some charisma. Maybe he has simply lured them with his charismatic personality. But I don't think that it is healthy for the APC to basically become the only significant party in this country. The Labour Party, which was led by Peter Obi and got some really good results in 2023 during the presidential election, is in disarray. Again, we're told that it's because Tinubu and his cohorts have been bullying them and dividing them and bribing them. And because I forgot to mention, it's not just threats and bullying or charisma. There's also talk of financial inducements, you know? So whatever it is that making people behave like this, Labour is down, PDP is tottering. You know, it's not good for this country. Now, I and some like-minded Rivers people wrote a letter to President Tinubu this week under the umbrella of an organization I founded called Rescue Rivers, telling him that his imposition of martial law in Rivers State, or state of emergency, is unconstitutional. If you want to hear exactly what we said, please Google Rescue Rivers or my name, and you should be able to find the letter online. I won't go into too many details because I've made my position clear on this matter for the past few weeks. All I can tell you is that right now, Nigeria is on the edge of a precipice. And it's only one or two steps away from complete tyranny, in my opinion. Because we all know that when there's no solid opposition, all kinds of awful things can be done by the guys in charge. And I really, really, really blame the leadership of the Labour Party and the PDP for not holding the thing together, holding their own parties together properly, for allowing too many outside forces, malign forces, to come and undermine their party and basically put them on very shaky grounds. So if everybody who is anybody, or almost everybody who is anybody, joins the APC, where does that leave us? Whenever Tinubu or his sidekicks misbehave, they can basically do what they like because there will be no opposition. Because, by the way, while all these governors are carrying on like this and edging towards APC, at least in theory, the politicians under them, that is, the legislators in the National Assembly or the State House of Assembly, the local government chairman, are also heading in the same direction because basically governors control their political space. So we're going to get to a point where the National Assembly will never vote against any proposal that the federal government puts forward, or sanction the federal government for any misbehavior. It's going to be like a free-for-all where anything goes. And the next step after that would be repression of people like myself who are complaining, because it's like there'll be nobody to speak for us if almost everybody is joining the main party. Frankly, I find the situation so depressing. So very, very depressing. But, you know, every cloud has a silver lining. Even in a place like Nigeria, where honor is in very short supply, especially amongst men in the ruling class, and some women as well, I have to admit. There's always a little light at the end of the tunnel. it never is completely extinguished, even by the most gangsterish politicians. There's always some little glimmer of hope. And I want to seize this opportunity to hail the governor of Belsa State, Diri, who is the fourth member of that core of, the governors of those core Niger Delta oil producing states. Bayelsa is the fourth one. So far, his body language does not indicate that he's planning to join the APC, because you see, the Niger Delta had been a PDP area. That's just the way it was until recently. And so looks like the governor of Bayelsa isn't planning to go anywhere. And I'm begging him, please, sir, because I know Diri, I like him very much as an individual. And I want to have somebody to believe in and somebody to look up to. Sir, please, Your Excellency, don't join APC. Stand firm, even if you're standing alone. Thank you.